welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And according to Tancredi Palmieri, who is a respected Italian journalist, he's saying that Liverpool have got in contact with Paulo Dybala and his agents because Dybala has refused to sign a contract extension at Juventus and he will be a free agent in the summer. So he can already sign a pre-contract agreement with foreign clubs. So what do you think about this news? We will have all the details in this video and many other Liverpool news around the globe. So if you enjoy these videos, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave your down in the comments below. Would Dybala suit Liverpool? And also, do you think this is the kind of player that Liverpool should go for as a free transfer? I think Dybala is a no-brainer. He has bags of experience, he's a brilliant goal scorer, he can play as a striker, but I think he's better on the wing, and Liverpool need a player like Dybala to supplement the current front three. And according to Tancredi Palmieri, Dybala would be keen to move to Liverpool. And Dybala is 28 years old, so he's still in the peak of his career and he could still sign at Liverpool a new 5-year contract and basically deliver 5 years of brilliant goals for Liverpool. And he scored in total 111 goals in 276 games for Juventus, and I think this season he has been pretty amazing, one of Juventus's best players. 11 goals in just 22 games in all competitions. That's a pretty decent return as well. And he has had injuries before. Last season was an injury-plagued season, but before that Dybala played at least 42 games in the previous 5 seasons. So these are his numbers from the 2015-16 season since he signed for Juventus. 46 games, 23 goals, 48 games, 19 goals, 46 games, 26 goals, 42 games, 10 goals. That was in the 2018-19 season where Juventus had Ronaldo, so everything was going through Ronaldo. Then last season it was an injury-plagued season, as I said, only 5 goals in 26 games. But this season he's back to his best, 22 games, 11 goals, and he also played for Argentina 31 times as well. And Dybala is a brilliant, quick, very creative, very agile player with excellent technical ability, very low center of gravity, and I think Dybala is known, and he would be perfect for Liverpool. He's known for his powerful and accurate shots from outside the box, dribbling skills, balance. He has everything that you want from a striker, close control in limited spaces, and I think he will have a point to prove coming to Liverpool. He achieved everything at Juventus apart from winning the Champions League, but at Liverpool he could achieve something even greater, become a fan favorite and deliver titles and trophies for Liverpool. And he's like 2 or 3 years younger than Salah, Mane and Firmino, so I know he's not the perfect profile of a transfer in FSG's book because he's not 23, 24, 25 years old. But as a free agent, as I said, it's a no-brainer. Dybala is a £50 million player at least, and on his day he's world class. And because Dybala is capable of creating chances for his teammates and creating a chance out of nothing, he's a brilliant footballer. Actually, in the Serie A, Dybala is one of my favorite players, one of my favorite attacking players, and he's very hard-working. So he would bust a gut to a high press in this Liverpool team, and I think Jurgen Klopp could even elevate his game to the next level. And I think he would love to play for Liverpool, and he would love to play in the Premier League. And he played in all kinds of positions for Juventus, so he's a very versatile player, something that Liverpool very much like. He has been a main striker, he has been a centre forward, he has been as a second striker or an attacking midfielder, and in a free role as a wide playmaker, as a right-sided inside forward. He also played as a false attacking midfielder and a false 9. So Liverpool can pretty much deploy him in any kind of role. And we could even play him in attacking midfield as well, but I think we would play him mainly as a winger or even as a striker. He can create goals from the left, or he can play on the right and cut inside on his left foot and score from there, or create chances from there as well. So I think Dybala would be a brilliant signing for Liverpool. And Liverpool should sit down and negotiate with Paulo Dybala, who is quite keen to move to the Premier League, to Anfield. because Inter Milan are also interested in him, and Juventus will once again try to sit down and sort out a new contract with him in February. But at the moment, the decision is in Dybala's hands, and many players are now choosing free agency so they can pick up a big signing bonus and a big wage. And not only did Dybala score 11 goals, but he also provided 4 assists this season, and I think he would be the perfect signing for Liverpool, because as I said, he would cost nothing apart from a signing on fee and wages, and I think we can more than match Juventus's wages that they offered Dybala, which is like around 10 million euros. Dybala wouldn't even be the highest earner at Liverpool, and I think these are the kind of players that Liverpool need to sign if we want to take it to the next level and build the next great team at Liverpool. And because he's valued at 45 million pounds by Transfermarkt, and if he signed a contract extension, he would have cost 83 million pounds for Juventus over the next 5 years. So that's why maybe Juventus didn't offer him the salary that he wanted. And of course, if you sign Dybala on a 5-year contract, he won't have a big resale value because he's 28 years old. So by the time his contract ends, he will be 33 years old and probably close to retiring or at the end of his career. But you can justify that with signing a free agent, because if Dybala had a 3-4-year contract still, you wouldn't spend 50 million on a 28-year-old player. But if he's a free agent, I think you can justify spending just his salary for the next 5 years, given how much he could help Liverpool. And he could easily score 10 to 20 goals every season for Liverpool. And look at how much Liverpool were helped by Diogo Jota. Many Liverpool fans, including myself, were very worried that Salah, Mane and Naby Keita are going away to the AFCON for 1 month, where Liverpool would be in the title race, where they would be in the League Cup, in the FA Cup. And Liverpool passed that with flying colours, mainly because of Diogo Jota, because we have another striker who can score goals, get assists, win games on his own, or like almost on his own. Jota's goals were vital in maintaining Liverpool as a challenge in both domestic cups and also in the Premier League title race. So getting Dybala in and maybe selling Origi and Minamino in the next 6 months, or Origi's contract is running out anyway, I think that would be an upgrade for Liverpool. And you have to question whether Liverpool will keep Mane, Salah and Firmino, because all three players' contracts are running out at the end of next season, so 1.5 years from now. And you have to question, will Liverpool extend all 3 of their contracts? Swapping maybe Firmino to Dybala wouldn't be the worst piece of business in my eyes. They would be on a similar wage, Dybala would be 2 years younger, and he could maybe even outscore Firmino and score more goals in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. One of the main reasons why Juventus doesn't really want to extend Dybala's contract is that Dybala has been in and out of the Juventus team because of injuries for the past 18 months. And also because of the pandemic, Juventus's finances were hit very hard. So Juventus probably wants to offer him a reduced wage of 6.2 million pounds per season, but Dybala has rejected that. So Dybala is waiting until the end of January for an improved offer, and if that doesn't arrive, then Dybala will look to sign for another club outside of Italy, and that club could be Liverpool. So I think Liverpool could offer him a bigger wage, because Liverpool's finances are not as hardly hit because of the Premier League and because how much money is in the Premier League. I think we could offer Dybala a bigger wage than what Juventus are offering him. So Dybala's salary demands are around 8.3 million pounds per season, which would put him in the middle of the top players' wage list. So for example, he would be slightly ahead of Alisson, but behind Fabinho in the wage list, so that wouldn't be a problem for Liverpool to offer him a wage. And I think Dybala would be the most effective when Liverpool are facing low block teams and we are struggling to break them down. That's when the likes of Thiago and Paulo Dybala, with their bags of skills and creativity, could come in and change the game and win those crucial games for Liverpool. And those are the kind of games that could win you the titles. If you drop points against smaller sides, it has been proven previously very costly for many title challenging Liverpool sides. And I think Dybala starting in those games or coming off the bench and changing the game, it would be worth it in my opinion. Look at how much we struggled against 10-man Arsenal, 10-man Chelsea when they were defending with all their head. Liverpool were really struggling to create chances to break those low block teams down. So I think Liverpool should sign Dybala on a free contract, but what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And also brand new news today that Liverpool have brought in a mental health specialist, which is a first in the Premier League, to help with young players cope with online abuse and online harassment. Because that has been more and more prevalent on social media, which is really sad to see. And a source close to Liverpool FC said that the club is very keen to make sure the young players are coming through, or just breaking into the first team, are prepared for what can come their way online. Trolling for some footballers has been as bad as it has ever been in the last 12 months. As most young players are logged into social media. The new mental health consultant is giving young players the chance to talk about the abuse they get and get advice on how they can cope with that, which I think is very, very good initiative from Liverpool. And I really, really appreciate the club doing this, because I think young players need help to cope with this online abuse, which is unprecedented, and it has never been this bad before. And I can't even imagine what it must be like getting tweeted thousands of times abuse after a game. For a professional footballer, I know they earn a lot of money, but they are still human beings, and that affects them. And that affects their mental health. And if they can get advice, then the better they will be on the pitch. And that's the most important thing from a Liverpool point of view, but also from a personal player point of view, player welfare point of view. So let me know what do you think about all the topics that we talked about in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you guys. Goodbye.